Hello, everybody. Welcome to the MTG Place podcast. I am your host, Corey, and with me, like always, is Josh. How's it going, Josh?
What's up, everybody?
So today we are going to be talking about Final Fantasy.
It's here.
Yeah, so we're going to do this a little bit different. We're going to split all these up into by games. So we'll talk about every card from the main set first, and then I might have, if we have time, we'll do the commander set, or else I might do those as separate videos on YouTube versus...
Those four games would be a long one. We'll see. We'll see.
They'll be long in the main set too because they're popular games.
Yes, yes,
so,
very sure.
We're starting with Final Fantasy 1 today. But before we do that, just a quick message from our sponsors. One way you can support us is at heavyplay.com. You can check out their cool playmats, deck boxes, sleeves, dice boxes, and more, all with their cool Connect play system, as you can see on the website image here. So it's all real cool. It all attaches with magnets, so they won't fall off and stuff. And you can support us by going to checkout. And in checkout, you can use our promo code MTG Place. You just enter it in right here like this. MTG Place. And it'll apply 10% off your order. So please do that if you want to order any of this cool stuff. It'll help support the podcast. Thank you. Another way you can support us is if you want to pick up singles, do so by using our TCG Player affiliate link, which you can find in the show notes and on our website, mtgplace.net. All right, and now we're back here. So let's see. Let's do where you're going to guess the top 5 most expensive cards from Portal Second Age now.
Oh, no. I forgot about this. Okay. Second Age.
Yeah.
So we already did
cards in Portal Second Age. We did the original Portal already.
The original Portal, and that had Sylvan Tutor and all those Imperial Seal type deals.
Yeah, so now it's what was in Portal Second Age. Do you even know?
Does it have that like little circle again as like the
It's
symbol?
it's like a circle, but it's like a pentagram, the dot.
Oh man. Is there any good cards on the top 5? Are they good cards?
I mean, they're like over $50. Well, the top three are over $50. The other two are like 30.
Man, I don't know. Is like Ravages of War in there?
No, well, that might be in here, but it's not on this list.
Okay,
not in the top 5 anyway. Let's see. The first card is blue. It's blue for a sorcery.
For sorcery. Man. Is it transmute artifact? No, that's old. Blue sorcery? I don't know. Yep.
Let's see. It's something you might do if you're a pirate.
Piracy? It's just called
piracy.
Isn't that just like tap your opponent's lands?
No, you may tap your opponent's lands to pay for your spells.
Yeah, but your opponent taps out. It doesn't work. That card doesn't work.
Right.
At all. Your opponent just taps before.
It's a $70 card.
But the card doesn't work.
It makes him tap out.
Yeah, I guess. Who's paying this? All right. Okay.
Because it doesn't exist in any other set.
Yeah, because the card doesn't work within the games of the rules. I don't. Okay. All right. Next card.
All right. Second card is an elf.
Eladamri was in the past one, right? Is there another Eladamri?
Not Eladamri, no. It's one I've actually never even seen before, but it's pretty cool.
Okay, then I don't think I'm going to guess it either.
It's a creature with a tap ability that puts a creature card onto the battlefield, but you can only do it during your main phase before you declare attack.
Ooh, the Priestess. The Nordward Priestess. Yeah,
that's $75.
Yeah. Another Elvish Piper. Yep. Okay.
All right, the next card is close to one you guessed already.
Close. Ravages of War? It's an Armageddon.
Yeah, Armageddon.
Okay, all right.
It's $50 from that set.
Is that Portal 3 Kingdoms then? Maybe.
It might be, yeah.
Okay.
Let's
Okay.
see. The next one is one you might see in the Bears deck.
In the Bears deck. Is a bear really expensive? It's just a grizzly bear.
I mean, it costs 4 though.
Rune claw bear or some
You're
kind of bear.
close.
Striped bear.
It's
Striped
Razor Claw Bear.
razor claw bear.
3/3 for when it attacks. If it's blocked, it gets +2/+2. That's $40.
Okay. It's
All
got
right.
mosquito.
Let's see. Next card's a blue card that you might consider playing. It's really similar to another blue card. It costs 3 blue for a sorcery.
For sorcery. It's like a bribery type thing. I don't know.
It gives you an extra turn.
Gives you an which one is that? Temporal mastery? Manipulation?
Yeah, temporal manipulation.
There we go. There we go.
So you are terrible at Portal Second Age.
Dude, who plays those cards? Nobody plays any of those cards.
Uh,
I'm usually better at this game, I swear.
All right. Well, let's see. Do you know the synopsis? Did you play Final Fantasy 1?
Final Fantasy 1, no, but I know it's more of like an arcade type game, I guess. Like you just kind of pick your team and you go at it. Like that's what I assume.
I mean, it was for the NES.
Yeah, yeah.
And it's I mean, you can pick your class kind of
Mm-hmm.
between fighter, thief, black belt, red mage, white mage, and black mage.
Yeah, I think there was not much of a story. It was more of like just the basics of an RPG of like it's replayable over and over, kind of like I don't know.
I mean, yeah, kind of. But you're technically like warriors of light, and you try to rescue the princess from the evil knight.
Yeah, yeah,
So there is kind of a story, but yeah, it's more of the staples of an RPG.
yeah.
Okay, so the first card we got here is Adventurer's Airship. I'm just going to go in alphabetical order.
Yep.
So it costs 3 for a 3/2 artifact vehicle. It's a common with flying. Whenever it attacks, you draw a card, discard a card.
Yeah, I think it just fits well for being an artifact. I don't know if there's an artifact theme yet, but
Yeah, one of the themes for
mhm,
Limited is blue-white artifacts.
mhm. I did see some of like the black mages. They trigger off non-creature spells, and vehicles aren't creatures when they come. So like that
Yeah,
seems pretty great. A nice
yeah, that's
little.
the black-red one is like black mages.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. So I mean, for a common, it fits in. Is it going to be popper viable? No, but I think it jives pretty well. Like I would want to pick this maybe 7th or 8th mid pack
All right.
if you're in there. So I mean, it is a classic thing, though. Like, oh my goodness, the Ventures airship. That's what I
Yeah,
imagine with
it's an
Final Fantasy.
airship.
Is that what's right behind you in the background?
Oh, this is just a. I mean, it's a steampunk airship. Like it's not
Yep. Yep.
copyrighted though. Like so,
Yeah.
it's
Yeah. 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 It's an
royalty-free
airship,
airship.
though.
Yeah.
Nice. Nice. All right. That is Final Fantasy. My favorite's 9. They have an airship. Okay. We're going on to the Black Mage's Rod. 1 in the black for artifact equipment. Has job select. So this is a new one. When it enters, create a 1/1 colorless hero creature token, then attach it to it. So it's kind of like Living Weapon, but it's a 1/1 instead. Or it's 4 Meridian. That makes a 2/2. This is a 1/1. Equip is 3. An equipped creature gets +1/+0 and has whenever you cast a non-creature spell, this creature deals 1 damage to each opponent and is a wizard in addition to its other types.
Yeah,
So
so it turns you into a black mage.
yeah, there's going to be a lot of black mages out here, and that's what I was saying. So this curves well into that airship. If you're in what we said, the black red artifacts and non-creature spells matter. So
Yeah,
you,
it's like aggro non-creature spells or something like that.
mm-hmm.
Like
so
burnish.
So this comes in as that 1/1, but it gets +1/+0. So it is a 2/1, which can crew 2 into that airship up above that we just talked about. So that's a decent curve.
How good is this? Are you picking this in limited?
In limited, yeah, I would
I
say
mean,
this.
what this isn't like a high pick though, right? It's probably
Not a
like
high
if
pick
you're in the
again.
deck, you'll probably just get it.
Yeah. So
Use
you're usually
first
grabbing
pick
your
or
rare
something.
and then your uncommons, but
Yeah.
this isn't like a common that you pick way over any rare or uncommon. But it does its role. Like that curve to airship seems pretty decent.
It's also nice because it itself is a non-creature spell, so it'll trigger your other ones. So if you have
Hmm.
multiple of these, you play this, trigger,
Yeah.
deal damage, get another one.
Yeah. It's also there is an equipment matters like theme, so I don't
Yeah,
know,
I
it's
think
an
that's the
equipment.
Boros one, I think.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
All right, next up we got one of the signpost uncommons for black red, which is Narland, the Knight of Cornelia. It is a red and a black for a 3/2 legendary creature human knight. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, you surveil one.
Ooh.
And then you could pay 3 black, black, red, red, so 7 mana to return it from your graveyard transformed. And it comes in as Chaos the Endless, which is a legendary demon creature. It's a 5/5 with flying, and when it dies, it goes in the bottom of your library.
Yeah. Banger.
It's a pretty sweet one.
This is great.
I mean,
Yeah.
2 mana, 3/2, and when they kill it, you just later on play it as a 5/5 flyer.
That it's also Dragon Rage Channeler. Like it for two
Yeah.
mana, you have DRC like as an uncommon. Yeah, this is exactly what you want. Surveil is basically a card draw. Like that is, or almost I like to view it as time walking someone. You literally like instead of drawing that one card that's a basic land that you did not need, you get to draw gas, hopefully, and
Yep.
just it's gravy that like later on he's going to be another threat. Seems
Gosh
great.
forbid you have like 2 of these, and you're just like, oh, well, I saw one on top, I'll bin it, and now later I could just bring it back at the other
True. Yep.
side.
Yeah. If you're in that late game, that seems nice. There are a lot of legendary creatures, so yeah, if you have two of them, you don't want two of them out at the same time. That doesn't work.
What
Um,
about as a commander? Is he strong enough to be an uncommon commander?
DRC as a commander seems sweet, dude. It seems nuts. I mean, yeah, you could do some crazy stuff. Really like get some sort of combo where you're really casting a lot of non-creature spells. You're just digging through your deck. And it's cheap to get out. It's basically I always say if you have card draw in your command zone, that's great. Like if you're playing commander, you're not flipping this over. That's horrible. It's for
Yeah,
the
you're basically
non-creature
just going
spells
to
to
have
fail.
card selection. Yeah.
Yeah. And it comes down early. I think it would be a sweet commander too. You're just not flipping it in commander.
Yeah.
All right, next we got the Monk's Fist. 2 mana artifact equipment with job select, so that's nice. Equip is 2. Then equip creature gets +1/+0 and is a monk to its other types.
So basically a 2 mana 2/1.
Yeah, this is super filler, super last pickable, but like, hey,
If you
non-creature
need
spell.
equipment, yeah, if you need equipment or non-creature spell
Yep.
synergies, fills that role.
Boros or Rakdos is what we're looking at right now. So you'll be happy to get this like third to last pick, and if you're in that deck, it's a playable, a very bad one.
We got mountain, but I'm just going to show the art quick and then skip it
Oh,
because it's a mountain.
I looked at all of the basic lands. This is the best, dude.
You like
This
this one
one,
the best?
oh my goodness. It has the party in there, the
Yeah.
black mages in there. It looks so sweet, dude. This is sweet.
So then we got the red mage's rapier, which is a 1 and a red for an artifact equipment with job select. Quick creature has whenever you cast a non-creature spell, this creature gets +2/+0 until end of turn as a wizard with equip 3. So this kind of turns it into one of those like weirds that get bigger when you cast non-creature spells.
Yeah, those are okay. You'll rather have like the black mage's rod of
Yeah.
actually like dealing damage, where this is like I still have to swing in.
Yeah.
So not as great.
Like you still have to swing in with a 1/1, basically, like and then
Mm-hmm.
play some stuff to make it bigger.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it doesn't buff its
It does get
toughness.
good. It does get good if you have like combat tricks.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're like, oh, attack with this, and then like they block, and you're like, all right, +3/+3, and first strike or something, then this gets another +2/+0 on top of it.
First strike would be nuts. Yeah.
Like first strike or trample with it. It's pretty good.
Because you're not buffing its toughness, at least
Right.
with the job select hero creature token, so that can easily be chumped. But it is equipment, so later on the game you put it on something else, it keeps staying around, which will be nice for that Boros deck. But like if you're in that Rakdos non-creature spells, you'll want the Black Mage's Rod over this.
Yep.
But hey, the Boros deck will take it. You'll be happy to play it. Next, we got the Slash of Light. This is 1 in a white for an instant. Slash of Light deals damage equal to the number of creatures you control plus the number of equipment you control to target creature.
It's not bad for a removal spell if you're going wide.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like you could play this in the aggro deck or in the green white deck as like a go wide deck.
Okay, yep.
So it'd be okay in those, but it's still like okay removal. Like it's just like, C to C minus level removal probably.
Yeah. I like it
Like it's like
way
the
better.
last, like if you don't have removal, you'll take it. Like,
Yeah. Over the green white go wide, I like it way better in the Boros deck because of the equipment. Even if you have no creatures, you have a couple of equipment just
yeah,
hanging
that's true.
around.
Plus,
So
like the job select ones would count as 2 then because you have
mm-hmm.
equipment and a creature.
Mm-hmm. That's instant speed is very nice. But
All right, next up we got the rare of this game, Starting Town. It's a land. Town is a new subtype for land. This land enters tapped unless it's your first, second, or third turn of the game. And you can tap it for a waste, or you could pay a life to add 1 mana of any color.
beautiful. I know you're not a fan of Mana Confluence, but this is very nice. I
Yeah,
like it a
that's
lot.
basically me. This is actually better than that in my opinion because you don't have to always pay the life.
Yeah, honestly, yeah. It's huge.
I mean, unless the first 3 turns it's tapped, I guess. But at
Yeah.
that point, you don't really care probably because you're not going to like do stuff with it after soon.
Really, yeah. In all format, in Commander too, you got rocks out for Commander, but in like other formats, they're pretty much faster than that. So I really like this card. You're going to want more than 3 colors to play this sort of card, but I
I
think this
mean,
one's
if I
good.
opened it like in my sealed pool, I'd play it with a 2 color deck probably.
2 color deck, yeah.
I mean, because
Okay.
like you're gonna play add either color tap land, right? But like if
Mm-hmm.
you, for some reason you don't open a bunch of those, you probably could play this.
Yeah, yeah.
But yeah, it just makes splashing easier, I think.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely helps for splash because it can be any color. Is there? Do we know what the town? I'm assuming the town deck is going to be 5 color. Probably really hard to draft.
It's blue green according to the
Blue
archetype.
green, sure,
Yeah.
sure, okay, sweet. I love the flavor. Starting town for Final
Yep.
Fantasy 1. Let's go, let's go. All right, next we got the Thief's Knife. 2 in a blue for artifact equipment with job select. Equip is 4. Equipped creature gets +1/+1 and has whenever this creature deals combat damage to a player, draw a card and is a rogue into its additional types.
I think +1/+1 and draw a card when it hits is pretty good.
Yeah, yeah, it's decent. I wonder how many flyers we can get into this set, and I would want to pair it up with a flyer.
Yeah, but the equip 4 is a lot. Like
It is, it is.
so
Yeah,
you're playing a 3 mana 3/2 with hit draw a
it's a
card.
2/2, 3 mana 2/2.
2/2 that draw a card.
Yeah, which isn't that strong. 3 mana is a little late, I would say, for a 2/2. But I think if you have flyers or some way for evasion, this could be pretty decent.
Yeah, or if you have some way of like equipping it without paying the cost. I don't know if there's stuff like that in this set. I'm assuming there is, but
Mm-hmm. We'll have to see what Boros can do and if Boros can splash a blue card.
right.
I mean, if you got Starting Town.
Yeah. Next up, we got the Town Greeter. Is 1 in a green for a 1/1 creature, human citizen. When this creature enters you, mill 4 cards. Then you may put a land card from among them into your hand. If you put a town card into your hand this way, you gain 2 life.
Dude, Satyr Wayfinder, but better?
Basically. Yeah, you mill 4, put it in your hand, and if it's a town, you gain 2. Yeah, if it's a town, it's better than Wayfarer.
I mean, if it's not,
The
it's
Wayfarer is a
still
1/2,
Wayfair.
isn't it? Or is
I
it a
think he's a
1/1?
1/1. I think he's a
Maybe
1/1.
it's maybe it's just better. Yeah, this card's pretty cool.
I love Seder Wayfarer. It's so good. So I think this is very great. He's a 1/1. Yeah, this is
Okay.
strictly better. I guess I don't know. I don't think you can respond to Seder Wayfarer says reveal the top 4 cards from your library, put a land card from among them, the rest in your graveyard. Is the mill 4 then may put a land? Can I exile something from your graveyard? I don't think so. You can't respond in between
No,
them.
you could just choose not to here.
Mm, yeah. So yeah,
Like
it's
so, you could.
really
But
better.
what is the other one? Reveal for? Put them in your graveyard.
Yeah. When it enters the battlefield, reveal the top 4 cards of your library. You may put a land card from among them into your hand, put the rest into your graveyard.
So
It's,
it's basically the same thing. Just you're revealing instead of milling. The
yeah.
only thing is that if this does work, if you have something that says like if you mill twice, something
Yeah.
weird like that.
Yeah.
But
Or like things that trigger off of mill, like Sidisi,
yeah,
Brute Tyrant. Instead of revealing them and then putting them from your
yeah,
graveyard,
you're
I think that
milling.
would still trigger Sidisi. Yeah, I think it still does. Okay. But still, it's a strictly better version. Or you can have 2.
Yeah.
I love Seder Wayfinder. He always finds a way into my decks. So we got Warrior's Sword. 3 in a red for artifact equipment. Job select. Equip 5. When equipped creature gets +3/+2 and is a warrior to its other types.
So it becomes a 4 mana 4/3.
Yeah, and equip 5 for later. This is one of the worst Boros.
I wish it was like +3/+3, just like 4 mana 4/4. Like
Yeah.
at least then it was like okay. But
Yeah, 3 is
I think this needs to be pushed a little bit more for it to be worth 4 mana. But
yeah, the
just maybe like,
threshold of 3 to 4 is actually really huge.
and the equip 5 is like you're probably never doing that unless you flood out. Like
That would be a very sad day if you're using equip 5 on turn 5. Like even like what we were saying, that 2 mana black red guy Narland, he's a 3/2 for 2 mana, so he can trade into this warrior sword pretty easily. So
yeah,
like 4 toughness is huge. Even like if we go back into alpha days, like lightning bolt is a thing that's just kind of been balanced around. Like
yeah.
4 toughness is way more than 3, besides like 3/2 or 1/2. Like 3/4 is huge.
Next up, we got the White Mage. It is 1 and a white for artifact equipment with job select. Equipped creature gets +1/+1 and has whenever this creature attacks, you gain 1 life and is a cleric in addition to its other types and is equipped 3. So 2 mana, 2/1.
It's a 2/2.
2 mana, 2/2, gain some life.
Yeah. Not sure how much gain life triggers will happen, like a Johnny Primate type cards. So that
Yeah,
could
I
come
think
into
there's
play.
I'm assuming that the white stuff gains, like, there might be a gain life sub theme. I don't know. At least clerics. If you have a
Yeah.
cleric commander deck, is this worth putting in there? Maybe. I don't know if you care.
Yeah, a commander's a little bit too much, too power crept. I wouldn't probably care. Yeah, I mean this has been better than like the red one we were looking at, or like these
Yeah.
next, like being a 2 mana 2/2, right, and then curves into the Adventurer's airship that we had from the start.
Right. And just like if you need a filler 2 drop, like a 2 mana 2/2 is like
Yeah,
fine.
yeah,
So like it's like with upside, like because you can gain a life off of it. Like
and it's an equipment for later on. Equip 3 is not too bad,
yeah,
but
like it counts for that other card for how many equipments you have.
yeah, 2 mana 2/2 is like the bare minimum of what Magic is. It's been getting faster and faster, but like that's what you want to like reasonably be doing turn 2. All right, last we got the world map. 1 mana artifact, 1 tap, sack this artifact, search your library for a basic land card, reveal it, put it into your hand, then shuffle. You can pay 3, tap, sacrifice this artifact, search your library for a land card, reveal it, put it into your hand, then shuffle.
So 1 mana for a basic, 3 mana for any land.
Yeah. I think it will be fine for like the green blue ramp decks. I mean, I don't know. For the town decks, you can search for your town. Other than that, like we have Expedition Map, which is just a way better card for both Pauper and Modern. So
I mean, you could have 2 then. I guess you're not searching for.
I still wouldn't like that. Would just dilute you're in the Pauper Tron deck. You're still just running maybe like 3 Expedition Maps at top.
Yeah.
So
Plus, you have like what is it, Ancient Stirrings or whatever.
Ancient Strings. Yep. Yeah. So I don't see that fitting into any other like format besides we're playing limited draft and you really want your towns.
I mean, people seem to think this is going to be good because this is a common and it's pre-selling for $1.68, which is a lot for a common. But
Yeah, I would not buy into this hype.
like they might be hyped about it because I think Expedition Map is just better. Like,
yeah, I think they're saying, oh yeah, 2 copies of Expedition Map, but like I don't think Prime Time's running more than 3
right.
Expedition Maps. I know Pauper for sure is not running more than 3, so it's like you don't need it. Maybe in a commander deck, I could see if you really want to do like Dark Depths or you have something like a Cradle or you're really going into the strip mine packaging, I could see that. But there's still like better stuff. If you're in green, there's that 1 mana, 1 colorless sorcery that you can search for any land.
Yeah.
Crop rotation. I think there's just better stuff. I like Final Fantasy 1. Like I was trying to say, I think it's more like arcadey. Like, yeah, you get your weapons that you pick up and it's kind of just the start of Final Fantasy. Which is pretty cool. I like it. How there's all the different weapons and the start of our adventure.
Yep.
All right, we're going to move on to our favorite part of the podcast, our segments.
Sure. What is your crazy combo?
All right. The
Your jank
most
combo. Josh's
most
jank combo.
most hype card is VV, right? The Orientor is 1 blue red for legendary creature wizard 0/3. He has an activated ability of 0. Add X mana of any combination of blue and or red, where X is VV's power. Activate only during your turn and only once each turn. And then whenever you cast a non-creature spell, put a +1/+1 counter on him and he deals 1 damage. It's like a black mage shirt. But that first ability, pay 0, add X mana of any combination, and then activate only once each turn. As long as VV's power is 2 or more, so you're getting 2 mana out of this, you get to combo this off with the Quicksilver Elemental. This is a 5 mana, 3 blue for a 3/4 elemental creature. He has an activated ability of 1 blue. Quicksilver Elemental gains all activated abilities of target creature until end of turn. So if VV activates his ability, he adds 2 mana, 1 blue, 1 whatever, red. You activate Quicksilver Elemental. He gains that ability to use it. Then you use the extra blue to gain it again, right? So if you reactivate Quicksilver Elemental, he gains all activated abilities. You keep reactivating. You don't have to do it once per turn because each new instance is once per turn. That makes sense. So you can keep going over and over again and have infinite mana.
That's crazy.
Which then, yeah, you can do whatever with infinite mana.
All right. Well, my crazy card this week is Naked Singularity. Mana cost is 5 for an artifact. It has cumulative upkeep 3. So the beginning of your upkeep, you have to put an age counter on it and sack it unless you pay an upkeep for each age counter. But it says if tapped for mana, plains now produce mountain, island produce forest, swamps produce plains, mountains produce island, and forests produce swamp instead of any other type.
Oh my goodness.
So switching what mana taps for.
Yeah, but being able to remember what mana taps for. So what does white tap for now? And my blue taps for. This card's crazy. It would be a nightmare to play on some commander table. Some guy's playing 5-color and he's really trying to cast some spell. He's like, okay, my blue mana taps for this, and that's hilarious.
Yep. It's crazy.
All right. Well, thanks for watching our Final Fantasy 1 review. Want to help our podcast? We have a Patreon that shows us that you guys helped us out with. We see everyone there, and thank you. We also have a Discord if you want to just come out and chat with us. We talk about Magic there.
Yeah, and don't forget to like and subscribe to be notified when all of our episodes come out, and I'll also be in the early access event on Wednesday, so I'll be posting some draft videos if you want to, and sealed videos from that if you want to watch that on our YouTube. So make sure you like, subscribe, be notified of that. And again, if you want to pick up any of these cards, please do so using our TCG Player affiliate link, which can be found on our website, mtgplace.net, and in the show notes.
Peace.
Bye, everybody.